now everyone knows how much I'm a fan of this guy. It's Cristiano Ronaldo, greatest player of all time. This is the cup from the last World Cup in 2018, the Portugal national top, with the gold writing on the back. Yeah.
What more can you say about him? There's literally nothing more you can personally say about him, because literally whenever we're talking about Ronaldo, it's always you and Arif talking about it. But 2018 World Cup, talk to us about how Cristiano Ronaldo made you feel at that specific World Cup, because I know we can go on about him for days and the mentality, but specifically that game against Spain for me.
I think that's what stands out, because it was the first game, and obviously, really on paper, Spain probably looked the favourites and had the better team. And I think literally how the game started is he's just taken someone on. He's won a penalty. I think it was Nacho he took on, his Real Madrid teammate at the time. Literally taken him one step over, has won the penalty, scored it, and then obviously he scored another one past De Gea. But at the time he scored the second one, they were 2-1 down. So Spain come into the game, and literally watching this game, I think Spain played very well overall, but Portugal never. But with Portugal, you just thought, because Ronaldo is on the pitch, they've got a chance. And literally, it's one of them like questions you get asked randomly, like, oh, let's just say you're losing 3-2 in a game, you get a free kick, who do you want to take it? And a lot of us would say Cristiano Ronaldo, and that's the reason why, because they had a free kick in the last minute of the game, and he's gone and scored it, and he's finished a draw instead of them losing. And I think it's massive not to lose your first game in a World Cup, because I think losing I know they had. I think it was Morocco and Iran in their group, was it?
Yeah, those two games after.
When you got teams like that, you'll think, yeah, it's fine if we lose against the biggest team because we'll beat the other two. But it's a risky way to think about that, and I think them getting at least something from that game played a massive part in them getting through, because we've seen them struggle in the last game as well. But for him to score a hat trick, and I think the second game he scored the winner as well. It was finished 1-0, and it just shows how big he was in that World Cup. Obviously, in the end, they got beat by a quality Uruguayan side. But I think Ronaldo himself, I think that the thing that amazes me so much as well is a lot of people going into that World Cup are saying this could be Cristiano Ronaldo's last ever World Cup. But I think that the people that know Cristiano really well, in terms of you supported him for so long, you just know this guy's not going to stop, and he'll go on to the next World Cup. And I think we can, unless God forbid a big injury was to hit him, I think he will go into the 2022 World Cup next year. I don't see any reason why he won't be there.
He did mention it. He did say his last tournament will be the 2022 World Cup in Qatar, because it's going to be in the winter as well, and it's going to have the Euros the summer as well. But again, that kit it doesn't mean a lot to me personally, because we've seen so many Ronaldo kits over the years for Portugal. But the fact that I remembered, especially from that Spain game as well, the fact that I was watching it in my bedroom. My siblings downstairs were watching something else at the time, but I'm like, I'm not missing the build up. I'm not missing this. It's Ronaldo's first game at the World Cup, and I need to watch it. And I was just there. I could hear my siblings downstairs watching the game afterwards. Like, for goodness sake, I'm not going to go down now, because they kept channel switching and stuff, but they were there watching it. And obviously I was watching it on iPlayer as opposed to watching it on terrestrial TV in the UK. But they were watching it, and I could hear like the screams and the shouts, but it was nothing like towards like Spain or Portugal. But I knew a goal was going to happen within the next 30 seconds or a minute. And for me, that was when David De Gea lost all confidence after being battered by Cristiano Ronaldo in a hat trick.
That was the game, because I think it was De Gea's chance, because I think obviously the last World Cup it was Casillas number one for them, and I think De Gea probably thought this is his chance now.
And in the Euros as well.
United. Yeah, he's been brilliant for United, and this is his chance now to be Spain's number one. And I think it pretty much ruined him in a way, and it knocked a lot of his confidence. Obviously, the error.
Yeah, the error that happened. He was trying to chat to him when he took the penalty. Ronaldo took the penalty, and Ronaldo just slotted it away. And at that time, I was like, I don't know who I neutrally want to support, Ronaldo or De Gea, because De Gea had such an amazing season that season. We finished second, FA Cup final. Well, we lost to Sevilla in the Champions League, but basically it was a progression under Jose Mourinho in his second season. And the fact that he performed some amazing saves, especially in that Arsenal game, away at Arsenal when he won 3-1, I believe. But it's just the fact that even someone as great as Cristiano Ronaldo can humble any goalkeeper of any era, no matter how good of a season they had as well. And like you said, they lost to a very good Uruguay side with Cavani and Suarez and a young Lucas Torreira as well, and Godin, of course. But
I think Cavani scored a brace in that game, didn't he?
He scored that header at the back post, which was a quality one.
I'm going to put a bit of a spin on it, though, because I've got the Portugal top from the 2014 World Cup as well. So you know, I thought we can compare them as well. This one's obviously got Ronaldo on the back as well. It's not going to be anyone else when it's Portugal, but they're both Nike. Obviously this one's from the one in Brazil.
2014.
Yeah, Brazil, and this one's the one from Russia. So obviously I thought, because I've got both of them, yeah, we can just go through them. But I think it was better for Portugal and Ronaldo in the 2018 World Cup compared to the 2014.
Yeah, 2014 they got knocked out in the group stages, and they had that.
Yeah.
I remember that opening game as well against the USA. He just started with all those skills, and he's just there like looking around like, who have I got to support? Nani, Quaresma, compared to what he had in Euro 2016. But it's just not. It just wasn't the same. And personally, for me, looking at those two kits, I quite like the 2014 kit more than the 2018 kit as a design.
Yeah.
But obviously, 2018 Portugal Ronaldo is better than 2014 Portugal Ronaldo. Because he won the
100%.
Champions League in 2014, didn't he, as well?
No, 100%.
That was his first with Real Madrid as well. But let's, out of the two kits, what do you prefer, the 2014 or the 2018 kit?
I'd probably go with the 2018 one, because I think it's just, obviously with this one, it's got like the lines in there, but with this one, it's pretty much just like plain, and it's got the, obviously, number 7 in the corner. It's gold as well with the Nike tick, so it goes pretty well. And I think wearing them both as well is like, feel the material. The 2014 one's a lot more thicker, and the 2018 one's a lot more thin. And I think I prefer playing especially football in a thin kit.
Would you wear it today when you're going out to play football?
It all depends if it still fits me. Like I said, I'll put on some weight, and I'll see a top form 7 years ago might not.
No, that's exactly it. You have to get kits that are
Yeah.
fitting the weight. But personally, out of the two, you went for the 2018 kit because of the gold one.
Yeah.
What would you rate that one out of 10?
The 2018 one, I'd give it a 7 out of 10.
Yeah, I'd happily give that a 7 out of 10 for the 2018 kit. And for the 2014 kit, what would you give that?
2014 one, I'd probably give it a 5. Obviously everyone's got their own opinion, but for me, I just think, I got it because it was just Ronaldo at World Cup, and it's just something I had to get into the collection.
No, that's true.
But yeah.
But yeah, I'd happily give that another 7 out of 10, mostly because of the player. But obviously, it was just bad memories for Portugal at that time. And he was struggling with an injury at that 2014 World Cup. And we've said previously, we hate to see players get injured before a tournament, and they're never their best selves in a tournament. But yeah, I'm glad you put a spin on that, because we can put a little comparison for our comments below as well.
To look at.
Yeah, that was our little review of Cristiano Ronaldo's Portugal kits from the World Cup 2014 and 2018, both of them home.